Good morning, Panthers! And welcome back to another amazing episode of CTV2. I'm Ella Ben.
And I'm Kayla Humphrey,
bringing Charter's latest to you.
Going live in 3, 2, 1.
There's going to be a blood drive on May 19th from 7 to 3 p.m. You can register during C and D lunches. You must be 16 or older with parents' permission.
And congratulations to Alexandra Bruno for being the first female in charter history to make it to states for track and field shot put.
And to all the seniors going to prom tonight, hope you have fun and stay safe.
And all you students that are testing, keep up the good work.
For some, the stage is just another place in the school. But for these seniors, it's a place where they're free to express themselves. It's home. The nerves were high, but the seniors knew they were ready and eager to get out there.
I'm feeling kind of nervous about doing it, but I still put a lot of time and effort into making my pieces like the best they can be, so I'm really excited and confident in my pieces.
I'm feeling pretty okay. I'm a little sad because this will be my last performance here, but it's a final moment to express actually my talents and what I want to do, and I have total freedom over that, which is really cool. And yeah, it's just a one final hoorah.
What could be a more perfect send-off to an amazing group of seniors? I'm Amy 2 for CTV2 News. See you all next time.
Congratulations to all the seniors on their showcase. Up next, we're going to be looking into Teacher Appreciation Week. Hey Panthers, this week was Teacher Appreciation Week. Let's take a look at our Panthers' most appreciated teachers.
The teacher I appreciate the most is Miss Taylor Burrell for always giving me the positivity I needed.
I appreciate Miss Ole because she always puts her students first.
I appreciate Mr. Mashad the most because he's always been there.
I appreciate Ms. Bajade most because she's very understanding.
I appreciate Mr. Spencer because I love the way he teaches.
I appreciate Mrs. Stern because I created a bond with her over the 2 years I had her.
I appreciate Ms. Rivera because she always boosts my mood up.
I appreciate Ms. Fishgold because she's always so positive and brings the best out of me.
I appreciate Ms. Brand because she's a great coach and always encourages me.
I appreciate Mr. Spence because he's a reliable teacher and I can always count on him to talk to.
I appreciate Mr. Knowles because he lets us have more free time and he's a good teacher and all.
I appreciate Ms. Rodriguez because she's kind and very helpful.
I appreciate Ms. Garris because she cares for me.
I appreciate Ms. Bellomo because her class was really fun.
I appreciate Ms. Garris because she's always there to talk about anything I need and she's always there to help.
I appreciate Mr. Spencer because he's easy to talk to and does fun activities.
As a teacher, I appreciate Ms. Harwell. Ms. Harwell is a very dope and chill person to be around with.
I appreciate Ms. Garris because she always pushes her students to do their best.
My teacher appreciation goes out to Coach Fine because he's taught me a lot of life lessons that I'll use outside of school.
I appreciate Coach Mortimer because he makes me feel involved in class.
I appreciate Ms. Jakes because she helps me with my college application.
My teacher appreciation goes to Coach Moore because he's taught me lessons that I will use for the rest of my life.
The teacher I appreciate most is Coach Grassi because she teaches a really hard subject, and I just took the ACE exam and I felt very prepared.
I appreciate Mr. Knowles because he makes class fun and cares about his students.
The teacher I appreciate the most is Ms. Rivera because she's given me advice for the last 2 years.
The teacher I appreciate the most is Ms. Rivera because she is really understanding and helps me with my work.
The teacher I appreciate the most here is Coach Fine because he's helped me all throughout freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and now. Thank you, teachers, for everything you've done for us. See you next week, Panthers. Always remember, once a Panther, always a Panther.
Hope the teachers all had an amazing week. We all appreciate you guys so very much. Now we're going to be taking a look at Cinco De Mayo and its history and some food.
Throughout the years, there has been a common misconception that Cinco de Mayo is Mexican Independence Day, but Cinco de Mayo actually is celebrated to commemorate the First Battle of Puebla, where Mexican army defeated the French during the U.S. Civil War on May 5, 1862. Most Americans spend their Cinco de Mayo making yummy goodies, and here are some that you can make for your family next year.
So first, what you want to do is cut your avocado starting from the middle going all the way around. You're going to remove the seed and place the avocados in a bowl. You're going to place some onion dices as well as tomato dices and mix that in. You're going to wash your greens and chop those up and place them in the bowl as well. Then you're going to add a pinch of salt and some pepper and squeeze a little bit of lemon. You're going to mix that up, and there you have your guacamole dip. Now here we have cookie flautas. So first what you want to do is take your dough and mush it together and form a little shape, a flat shape inside of your tortilla. You're going to fold your tortilla and place that in a plate. You're going to get some butter and put it in a pan, and you're going to turn the heat on. You're going to place in some oil and put in your cookie dough flautas. You're going to fry those until they are crispy or brownish color, however you like it. Then you're going to melt some chocolate chips in a bowl and drizzle it on top. And you can also put some powdered sugar on top. And enjoy!
Thanks for watching, Panthers, and remember to celebrate your Cinco de Mayo the right way next year.
Hi, my name is Alexandra Bruno, and I'm in the 10th grade. This was my first year participating in Charter's varsity track team, and I qualified for regionals both in shot put and discus. I won districts for shot put by throwing 10.65 meters and won by 1 meter flat. I've been preparing for regionals by practicing 3 to 4 times a week. We start off by warming up, and then Coach Graham has me practicing my form, and then I start throwing either the shot put or discus.
A lot of what I love and remember when I used to compete in high school is the friendships that I gained, and I see that in the teammates here. They're very supportive of each other. It's also an experience for me because I love track and field. I love shot put and discus, and so to be able to coach that now and see the athletes progressing and growing a love for the sport as well It's honestly uplifting for me. It's still one of my favorite times of the day, going to practice and just again seeing the athletes put forth that effort and me remembering putting in that effort and they're being able to manifest their accomplishments like how I was and in their own right. It's unexplainable. I'm just thankful.
At the district meet, we have 4 attempts to throw, and previous to that meet, I hadn't broken 10 meters. So on my 3rd throw, just the feeling of me accomplishing that and going back to my teammates on the bench and hearing that number being called was just an amazing experience and a very satisfactory feeling.
We've been preparing Alex the past couple of weeks with focusing on her technique, really honing down on the specifics, and she's already shown great improvement. We're also working with overweight disc and an overweight shot put, so when she gets the actual implement in her hand, it's a lot lighter. But she's doing phenomenally, and I know she's going to do great. We've already made history. Alex, I'm very proud of you as the first district shot put champion for the school, and now it's time to head to state after we conquer regionals.
Okay, so I saw Alex on the volleyball court. I helped with volleyball a few years ago, and then just seeing in their hallway, she's strong, she has a great attitude, so I grabbed her and told her I think she would be fantastic at shot and disc, and she was willing to do it. And that's awesome, because she's awesome. And Alex, I'm so proud of you, woo!
Hello Panthers! Tonight is prom, and for those of you who like to wait last minute, like me, here are some last minute prom tips.
If your nail has broken and you don't have enough time to fix it, then you could go to your local drugstore like CVS and Walgreens to buy some nail supplies. If you don't have a dress yet because something happened or you just got asked to prom, you can go to Windsor in Coral Square Mall to pick out a cute last minute dress. Make sure you give yourself extra time when you are getting ready to drive there and take pictures with your friends so you don't have to rush.
And that's all I have for you today. Bye, Panthers!
POV, it's the day of prom and you still don't know how to tie a tie. That's a little embarrassing, but that's okay. Because today I'm going to teach you how to tie a tie. Using one of my brother's many ties that I tied. Let's get started, shall we? So, before we begin, I'd like to let you guys know that tying ties is a matter of trial and error. What does this mean? If you don't get it on your first time, then you'll definitely get it on your fourth. You have your two parts here, as you notice it's tied around my neck. You have a skinnier part and you have a fatter part. The fatter part is going to be longer. You're going to take the bigger part, the fatter part, and you're going to loop it over the skinnier part, okay, like this. And you're going to loop it behind, just like that. Bring it around the front. Cool. Now we have this. Then, you're going to bring it around the back, okay? So that the back part of the fat part is exposed, okay? Then you're gonna loop it around the front and then through the back, okay? Make sure it doesn't twist while you're doing that. So you should have the back of the fat part exposed again, okay? Now, make sure everything's nice and tight. You're going to take the fat part, cross it over the front and then behind. All right, and this final part, see where my finger is? Stick your finger in there because that's where the big part's gonna go. You're going to take it, stuff it in there, all right? And pull it down. Make sure it doesn't twist, because if it twists, that's gonna be horrible. So boom, now you have your tie. See how it's all blocky here? We don't like that. So we're just gonna pull it down to tighten it, and see how it's still blocky? That's okay, because we're gonna take these two straps like that, and boom, perfect triangle. Make sure the skinny part is in the back. And now you have your tie. You're gonna pull the skinny part down to tighten it up to your neck, and just keep adjusting, keep playing with it so you can get the triangle how you like it.
Prom tradition says that you need a corsage. A corsage is a small bouquet of flowers worn on one's wrist. A corsage can be purchased at a local florist for about $35 to $40. Many grocery stores make corsages as well, and sometimes a bit cheaper than the flower shop. Typically, this is bought for your date or friend, and corsages are supposed to match their attire. But some might skip out on the corsage and buy their prom date a bouquet of flowers instead with their favorite flowers.
Thanks for watching another amazing episode of CTV2. I'm Ella Ben.
And I'm Kayla Humphrey,
bringing Charter's latest to you. Bye.
Have a good rest of your weekend.